listen. Woo,
This
my name is
was
Thomas.
to me.
Wait a minute. I got to introduce this damn show. My name is Thomas Bishop. I am one half of the World Tag Team Champions of Wrestling Smack Talking. It is the middle of the day, so I'm going to try to keep this as profanity free as possible. But I am one half of the Tag Team Champs, and to my left is.
Say his name and he appears. Oh, I am the Angry IT Nerd. Welcome everyone to the Superplex Party.
We believe in angry. I'm going to take the first part of your name today because um woo.
Yeah.
So yeah. Blood and
Yeah.
guts happened, and
It was a match.
AEW
It was and just like I said before start recording, it had some of the funniest spots, some of the hokiest, and some of the cheesy. It was, oh,
listen.
it was so funny. It was so funny.
I am becoming lactose intolerant to AEW. I am. I'm becoming extremely lactose intolerant when it comes to AEW. I can't. I'm trying. I swear I am. I'm kids. I'm trying. I am trying. I want y'all to, because I know a bunch of people like, well, y'all, you don't even give it a chance. I am trying. I'm trying. I swear to you, I am. Every week I say, Thomas, give it a chance, man. It's wrestling. There's 3 ring ropes and 4 turnbuckles. You try it, man. You got to try it. I try. Every week I try it, and every week AEW just
it just
it's government point. It's not even melting.
it's like a NASCAR wreck. Like you just can't turn away. Like
But
once you watch it, you just can't stop. You just have to keep watching.
It's a race
And,
made of NASCAR crashes
yeah,
with one guy
yeah.
trying to win and keep his car in. I'm trying.
Oh my goodness. So yeah, blood and guts, man. That was
I saw
honestly.
man.
I'm gonna tell you like this. I watched it twice, just simply because the first time there was just some stuff that was just so just. I wouldn't even say incredulous. I would say predictable, but it was just a lot of stuff I was laughing through so hard. I had to watch it again to catch what I missed.
Do you understand how much of a better human being you are to me? Do you understand? I need you to genuinely understand that in this realm, in this regard, you are such a better human being than me. Dog, I saw a man stab another man in the head with scissors. And then I turned it off. I couldn't.
Oh, no,
this was
here, man.
literally
Here, man.
the spot. This was the
Duh.
spot after a tack-infused skateboard was dropped by a man on that skateboard onto another man where the tack's literally in his own. I tried.
Said, oh yeah, and then they placed a whole big scoop handfuls of thumbtacks right in Max Caster's mouth, and then super kick. Of course.
I tried. Then you had Magnum PU out there.
Oh, and then and then him making his grand entrance and just having to jump swerve from behind, which naturally it was predictable.
Why?
I'm sorry. It was just honestly, it was just so predictable because we all knew that it's either Swerve coming out first or Hangman coming out first. Hangman, he wasn't coming out first, and we knew that the second Hangman wasn't coming out. We knew he was going to jump Swerve. I was expecting expecting them to cut to the back and then see Hangman and Swerve going at it in the back, and then they fight all the way out. That's what I was expecting.
Bruh, let me explain something to you. Hangman Page, Hangman Page is doing his absolute Drew McIntyre from Timu act, and I'm not feeling it. I'm not.
Oh, and let's
He's
let's,
really
let's quick
to Swerve
quick
CM Punk. Swerve is CM.
quick acknowledgement to Drew and and his photo opportunity with Jungle Jack.
I was gonna say that. I was going to say that. Drew McIntyre has reached a level of. He has reached a level of
absolute pure
trolling.
asshole.
The man is now a hobbit in the level of trolling that he is doing.
Oh man,
You can't.
Drew,
how do you troll?
That is absolute pure perfection, Drew. Pure, just
Drew.
perfection.
And that's what I'm saying. To watch Hangman Page be, if you bought your Drew McIntyre from Amazon and then washed it 3 times in the washer on high, and then you dry it without actually hanging it out, you get Timu Drew McIntyre, aka Hangman Adam Page. I need him to not. I need him to so not.
Yeah.
I need him to. I need. AEW vexes me. I am vexed. The vexedness. My vex level is off the fucking. Excuse my French. I know we're on the radio. It's off the damn chains. I am vexed. Every week I try, man.
I don't understand this whole thing that they're trying to build with Hangman and Swerve, because
what are they doing? Is it going to be
that their whole thing ended at that last man standing match? Because
listen, at this point, and I'm telling you right now, at this point, the only thing that can solve this Swerve versus Hangman problem is not a death match, but a duel. I need Swerve to come out, Swerve when he drives, smack Hangman in the face with a glove and say, I challenge you to a duel. And much like Charlie Murphy said, why that? I challenge you to a duel. There would have been a gunfight. Somebody got to go. Somebody got to go. AEW vexes me. I'm telling you, they vex me every week. Every week. Every week I will see something and go, wow, I'm going to give him. I'm like Biggie. Give me one more chance. Didn't give me one more chance. And then blood and guts.
Do something that just makes absolutely zero sense.
I can't. And then it's just like.
And it's like, don't get me wrong. I liked the match. I did.
I thought it was.
There were some parts that could have been a lot better. But overall, I did enjoy the match. I did.
I tried. I swear to God, I tried. Last week, we talked about Will Ospreay and MJF having this Broadway almost 1 hour match. Yeah. I said, okay, there was some great spots in it. I liked MJF the way MJF does everything. I like MJF. Please understand, I love the guy. I think he's the hottest, best wrestler in the world right now. Not named Cody Rhodes. I tried.
Right.
For God and for the white men. But when I saw the skateboard tack thing, I said, Thomas, this isn't going to be good.
Oh, once I saw the skateboard tack thing, I was like, okay, now I know what kind of match I'm in for.
Dog, it's the Brian Pumper match. It was,
yes. It was the, how do we get the, yeah.
How do you get to the blood? Boom, bap. How do you get to the
blood? Boom, bap. How do I get to a thumb test? Boom, bap.
I tried.
How do I get to a handcuff? Boom, bap. How do I get to the stapler? Boom, bap.
Dog, as soon as I saw Anthony Bowen stabbing Jungle Jackass in the head with scissors, I turned this match off. Y'all get mad at me if you want to, dog. Argue with your mama. Don't argue. I was done. I was done.
I was almost done. I was almost done, but I held out just a little bit longer. When Anthony Bowen wrapped the barbed wire around his leg, his bare leg, mind you, to give a leg drop to one of the bucks.
One of them buck boys.
One of them buck boys. To give him a leg drop. Give him a scissor me timbers.
I can't.
And I'm like,
I cannot. Bro, I tried. I swear to you, I tried. After watching Bowen basically
Was-
commit. Does anybody remember when Sid Vicious stabbed Arn Anderson, or Arn Anderson stabbed Sid Vicious with the scissors? Are we really doing this now?
Yeah. Oh
This
yeah.
makes this makes that anarchy in arena match. I listen, and that anarchy in an arena match is what probably just broke.
Oh man.
That anarchy in arena match, the flamethrower. I said I don't want to play
Oh,
anymore.
and then with Tony Khan doing the stop, drop, and roll. Come
I
on,
tr-
man. Come on, man. That's comedy
with the-
gold right there. That is
hold on,
comedy. No, that is pure comedy platinum. You cannot deny that. You
about
cannot
the
deny.
extended top,
So
yeah.
you cannot deny with him literally going through like how you learned in first grade. Stop, drop, and roll. Like on down on all fours. Stop, drop, and roll. Like you could literally see him going through those steps, and you cannot tell me that is not comedy gold. You cannot tell me that.
I tried, man.
You
I
can't
swear
tell
to
me.
God.
You cannot tell me that was one of the funniest things.
You mean that extended stop, drop, and roll that had no reason to extend past where he stopped? He just kept rolling like, oh, I'm still on fire. I
You know
tried.
No, you know that is pure comedy gold right there. You know that
Okay.
is pure comedy gold.
We have been guilty
So, no, you
of
gotta
saying.
see. Here's the thing. Here's the thing. I figured out the trick with AEW matches. Okay,
Mm,
you have to go
This is
in. You have to go in knowing, knowing. Okay,
just
you got to go
that
in
the cheese
knowing
level
this.
is what
That is going to be
cheese
cheesy.
gonna be mozzarella. It's just
There's-
dog. This is government
It's going to be.
cheese.
It's going to be a 4 cheese level at a bare minimum.
It is. This is
We know
government
this,
cheese.
Okay.
You understand this? This is government cheese. I could understand.
no,
We were
yes,
pulling the
yes.
mozzarella,
You
pulling
go in
the
knowing
jar
that. Look,
cheddar
if you
cheese.
go in, no, if you go in,
Government-
not with the high expectations like we have with WWE or with anything else, you go in
or AEW in the early days.
right or
dog.
AEW, no AEW in like 2019, 2020, 2021. You know, as long as you don't go in with those expectations like that, and you just take the
Okay.
match as for what it is.
It's
I'm just saying. I'm just saying.
these people are
I'm
still
just
trying to
saying.
make Jack Perry a thing. They're still trying to make Jack Perry a thing. That is the
course, man,
box
because
of the
here's-
government cheese. Okay, there's the box for the
Mhm.
government cheese. Trying to make
So, no,
Jack
that-
Perry a thing.
No, Jack
ain't
Perry. No,
hap-
that's the glue to the box.
Oh God.
That you got to rip out. That you got to rip the box off because the glue just holds there because can nobody use the glue, and they just have to rip the whole thing. You know what I'm saying?
Jack Perry's
You know what I'm saying?
thing. I really need y'all
Like,
to
he's that
understand this.
useless-
Jack
he's that-
Perry is
he's-
never gonna be a thing.
He's
It's
that
never
useless-
happening.
Yeah, he's that useless glue.
Jack. The best thing Jack Perry did all damn week was posing a picture with Drew McIntyre. That's it. Jack Perry is never going to be. I know it hurts the Perry family. I get. He ain't never gonna be a thing. And I watched a grown man stab this man in the face with scissors. I turned it off. I couldn't. I swear I was on an island alone.
But I will say this.
Like, you ever watch something that makes you want to
so
call
there
a
was-
family member and tell them how much you love them?
yeah.
You ever watch something
Yeah.
that really you get the Sarah McLaughlin music in the background?
Like which one?
That's what this
like
shit
the
did.
Arms of the Angel is like I will.
Yeah, the
I
Arms of the
will
Angel, yes.
Remember you.
No. I'm singing that. I've been singing that ever since I saw that. I watched this clip. I saw Darby Allin jump off of a top rope with a skateboard and slam thumbtacks into the one of them butt boys. And
Yeah.
at that point, I'm in a bad neighborhood. I'm in a bad Thomas. This is not good. This is
yeah.
not good.
Yeah, man.
And Anthony Bowen grabbed them damn scissors. I said, where are we going? Unless he's cutting off Jack Perry's hair, this is not going to be good. He grabbed this man by a headlock, a whole ass headlock, and was stabbing him. I turned it off. I turned it off. I said, like I could hear in the arms of the angels, crying. My bruh,
Bruh,
there were
no,
parts
bro,
of my
this is-
wrestling, there was love of my wrestling that died Like there were parts of my
Oh
love
man,
of
this
wrestling
is
that you could just hear. Like I wanted a
this is
donation
this
of
is
38
honestly
cents a
this
day.
was one of the funniest matches, man. I'm sorry, this was one of the funniest matches for me.
I
Duh.
might go back and
So
watch it.
look,
I might.
now I will say I will give the old Bucks one credit only. They did this one sequence of moves that it looked pretty deep. It looked pretty cool. One of the Buck boys did like 3 Northern Light suplexes in a row to set him up in a corner while the other one was up on the top rope.
Yeah.
Set him up, looking like going for another one. In which the other Buck boy jumped off and did a double stomp and then almost like a doomsday device type of thing.
Yeah.
So I was
Yeah.
like,
That's
okay.
like, okay. That's cool. That's cool.
Cool.
Yeah. I get with that one. I get with that one. But bruh,
Yeah. And I said
I
that
watched
was the one prop I will give the Bucks.
I watched a
Just
grown man
that
stab
one
another.
sequence.
I watched a grown man stab another grown man in the head with scissors,
Oh yeah.
and
So,
they
no, not
right
only
there.
that. Oh man, not only that. No, not only that. Said, look here.
You know,
Said, look at this.
Vision
and
Andre the Giant doing a drop kick died right there. It's just,
said, no,
I can
and then
remember
all of the
it,
staplers, and all of the
Stop.
staple guns. All the staple guns.
Don't do
And
this.
oh yeah, they stapled
On
Swerve's
that.
ass. Oh they
Shit.
stapled it. They stapled it. They
I know,
pow,
like
pow,
of
pow,
course
pow,
they
pow,
did
pow,
because the Swerve Strickland is on some weird. Yeah, I mean, I don't know.
like some
Hey,
weird
Swerve,
sadistic stuff.
hey, man, go to therapy. Like, who won that mess? Who won that mess? I need to know who won that mess. I'm not
Well,
going back.
let me tell you what happened. Okay, cause all right.
I might be
So
crying.
near
over
the
here.
end of this match. Okay, one of the ones it was the Briscoe. I think he opened up the little briefcase that they brought or whatever, right? And they had a whole set of handcuffs because they had handcuffed Swerve when Swerve came out, and so that way Hangman could just beat the absolute hell out of him, and not and Swerve wouldn't be able to defend himself. So they had a whole bunch of more of these handcuffs that were around. Handcuffed Jack, handcuffed the Bucks, handcuffed Okada, handcuffed Hangman. Darby took a Darby grabbed the mic and said something to the effect of, "We're gonna take it back to where it started." He goes under the ring.
All right.
He pulls out a gas can. He dumps the gas all over Jungle Jack. He grabs the mic again and he grabs a lighter and he says, "I'm gonna light you on fire if you don't say I quit." Jack didn't say nothing. He was all defiant. He was defiant. "No, I'm not quitting. I'm not quitting. I'm not quitting." One of the Buck boys is like, "Okay, hold on, wait. Go too far. He said, "Okay, you want a title shot? You get a title shot with Jack." He said, "No, I want you to say I quit." They said, "Okay, we quit." And that's how the match ended. It ended with Darby Allin getting a title shot at Jungle Jack. And the Buck boys saying they quit. So Jack Jack wouldn't beat Jerky Jack.
So it ended with an attempted arsonist.
Yep. Oh yeah.
With an attempt, the match ended with an attempted arson.
Oh yeah.
I need need AEW defenders to please tell me why. I'm like,
yeah, man.
here's a song we used to sing to my daughter when she was younger, and this is how she went to sleep. Oh, tell me why the fly like. It ended with an attempted arson. It ended with an attempted lighting someone on fire. Tony,
Mhm.
Tony, uh, hire Scott Demore. I know he has one more year of a non-compete clause. I know this. I know it. Tony. I have studied. Tony, in the name of everything that was holy on Krypton before it blew up, and that includes Rao and his infinite mercy, hire Scott Demore, Tony. Tony, Tony, I need you to listen to me very closely, Tony. I want to say it so bad, but I'm not because it's before 8 p.m. Freaking hire Scott. Start talking to him now, Tony. Tony, invite him out to dinner. Scott Demore is a very big man. Take him to whatever Golden Corral or wherever. If there's a high-end buffet, take him there. And you take him there every day until the non-compete clause is over with. You get to know his family. I'm pretty sure little Demore's, he's got kids. You know he does. He's got kids. So get to know those Demore kids.
You know they hungry too.
Give them full ride scholarships to whatever college they want to go to. And if one of them plays football, assure them that they will get a tryout with the Jacksonville Jaguars once they graduate college. Mm-hmm. I need you to take Mrs. Demore, whatever it is that Mrs. Demore's into, make sure she can do it. Fund it fully. If she likes solving tickworm in little Guatemalan children, then damn it, you're gonna fight those tickworms, Tony. Tony, you're gonna fight the tickworms. You're gonna give her the resources to fight the MFing tickworm, Tony. You're gonna do this. Because at the end of that non-compete clause, if Scott Demore is not a part of AEW, I promise you, this show is going to turn into MF a Superplex, MF a AEW. I swear to you, I am one of the co-hosts of this show. I can make this happen. And Angry is nuts. So we could literally make it to where there is a middle finger being pointed at AEW. We won't even need the Calvin peeing on the AEW symbol. We will have the bastard in black take a shit on it. Tony, it was really nice on Krypton. There were really nice people there. Jor-El and Laura of the House of L lived on Krypton. It was a very beautiful, technologically advanced place, and then it blew up. But they were worshiping Rao even till the end. Tony, if you do not hire Scott Demore, you're not safe in these streets, B. You're not. I'm telling you right now. You ended Blood and Guts with a damn near arson attempt. Tony, if you do not hire Scott Demore, you are food in these streets. It's free eats everywhere you go. I will get a press pass to your media scrum just to tell you to your face, when I catch you, I'm going to cut your hair. I'm going to cut it all off, Tony. I'm going to leave that beard, but I'm going to cut all your damn hair off. Then I'm going to put stuff on it to make sure it never grows back, Tony. And then I'm gonna start a lie that says you are a white supremacist person I'm gonna get you. I promise you this. If you do not effing hire Scott Demore, that man has one more year of a non-compete clause. You should be at Scott Demore's house more than Scott Demore is. You should be asking the Demore kids, what do you want to be when you grow up? And then fully funding it. You should be the Bruce Wayne to the Demore family. You should be the Bruce Wayne to the Demore family. If Scott Demore's wife wants to get rid of ringworm in the Maldives, take your monkey ass to the Maldives. Set up a clinic called the Mrs. Demore Eradicate Ringworm in the Maldives clinic, and you fully fund it for the next 10 years. Tony, if you do not hire Scott Demore, Tony, this show is going to go left. I'm going to say things about you, Tony, that you're going to have to sue me for. Tony, you ended one of your shows that is not breaking 1 million. It's barely breaking 700,000 viewers. Half empty arenas, and you almost had one of your wrestlers cook another one on nationwide. Tony,
Oh,
Tony,
yeah.
Tony, If
Oh
you do not
man.
hire Scott, I'm telling you, if you do not hire Scott Demore, Superplex Party is going to go left. We, dog, I will watch CMLL and Lucha. I will watch MLW on purpose, and I will report. And everything that I report on the stuff that I watch is going to be saying shit like, "It's better than AEW, where they almost cooked a man." Tony, I swear, you almost Brazilian barbecued a wrestler I don't like anyway. Tony, hire Scott, hire Scott to,
Oh,
and
he
then
was about
go.
to have some jungle
Go
jack
away.
jerky at his next concession
You
stand.
Jungle Jack Jerky, Triple J at the Tony. Hire Scott Demore.
Oh,
I'm
man.
not. This is
With
not
that-
even a
with
request,
the jungle jack jerky with that 90210 flavor.
dog. This is not
That
even a
was wrong.
request.
No, that was wrong.
This is a demand. This is a effing demand. If you don't hire Scott Demore in the next year, 2025 is coming. Tony, I promise you, you're not safe in these streets. Tony, I will break in your house and steal every one of your right shoes. Not the left. I will steal every single one of your right shoes. I will walk around in a bag filled with Tony Khan right shoes. And I will sell them on eBay for exorbitant prices, and you will have to bid on your own damn right shoes. Tony, if you don't hire Scott Demore, I'm going to pee in all of your Gatorade in your house. I'm going to break in. I'm going to drink half the bottles of that damn Gatorade that you have, and then I'm going to piss in it.
No,
And then I'm going to put it back
no,
in the
why-
freezer.
no.
I'm going to put it back in the refrigerator.
No. Why would you do that?
Yes,
man?
oh, yes, I am.
Bro, no, why would you do that?
No, because he needs to know.
No, here's what I'm saying. Here's what I'm saying.
He needs to know, man.
Empty out that Gatorade and put Prime in it.
Oh, yeah. Tony.
I mean,
Tony.
come on, man.
Tony,
Come on.
I will fill every one
all
of your
I'm
Gatorade
saying
bottles
is this. All I'm saying is this.
with
Okay.
prime ass water. I
All I'm
promise
saying
you.
is this, man. All right.
I will fart on
You're playing if emptying out the Gatorade and peeing in it is good. It's good.
Yes,
It's good.
yes.
All I'm saying is that there's one flaw. You're not going to have that much pee.
I'm not.
You're
But I
going to
will
need
have
something
Prime.
to supplement that.
I can buy Prime
That's
down
where
the
Prime
street.
comes
But,
in.
hey, Tony, I
And
will
that
fill
way-
every one of your
and
Gatorade
see-
bottles with Gatorade. Every one of your Gatorade bottles with Prime, and then
And
while
see-
you're drinking and talking about how nasty it is, I will fart on every one of your pillows.
And see, and
Tony,
here's
I
what
will.
you do.
I
Here's
will
what you do.
fart on your
No,
pillows and your headrest in your car.
Hold up.
I will fart on
Wait,
it,
let me
and
tell
big
you like this.
nasty farts too.
Bruh, hold up.
I'll
Hold
let my
up.
dog fart.
Hold up. Let me cook, real quick.
I'm
That's good too.
because I can't.
Okay, that's good too. Okay. Now
Why
you
would he
can
hire a
also,
Booker
you can
T?
also take that same urine that you were gonna put in the Gatorade, instead put Prime in it. Take that urine, put it in a spray bottle, and just coat his whole house in it. So that when he
Angry.
walks in, it just smells like just Thomas P.
Angry. Why does he hate us? Why does Tony Khan hate us? Why won't he hire a Booker?
So it's like
The show
look at
started
like-
as Tony Khan hired.
It would
The
be like,
premise
look
for
here, man.
Flex Party
I would
started
say
with, hey,
if
how do we
Black
say every?
Say, look, if Black Wing is here, he said, fire the writers, fire the workers, but then it would be just Tony Khan quitting.
No, exactly. Why won't he hire a Booker? Angry. Why does he hate us? Angry. What did we ever do to this man? Hey, do y'all understand
I
the
don't know.
premise
I don't
for
know.
this show? The premise for the live streams, the premise of this show started off with Tony Khan hire a damn Booker. We started this show. I think it was one of the first words we ever said when we came up with the name Superplex Party.
Said
It was our
Khan
first episode.
hires a-
Tony,
Tony,
hire a damn Booker.
Please.
Hire a Booker. Why do you hate us? What did we ever do to you? You had
So
one
you
of
guys-
your wrestlers pour gasoline on the other one and threatened to shish kebab him while in handcuffs. Tony, why do you hate us? Tony, why do you hate us? Is it
hold up.
because
Wait,
is it
wait.
because we did the woe at WrestleMania? Why do you hate us? Well, it was
So
Cody's
look,
thing.
and look here. Let's
Why do you hate us?
rewind. Let's rewind that same episode a little bit. And
How come he don't love us, man? I'm
uh,
trying.
I don't
Like,
know.
to hell with him.
So
I don't need him.
I don't
I
know.
can
Like,
watch other wrestling.
I don't need him, man. Why you don't want me, man?
How come
Why
he
you
don't like us,
How come
man?
you don't
Why,
want me?
why do we every week? Why are we subjected to something that if you did it outside of a wrestling ring would be considered a hate crime? Why every week do you do something that if you did it in certain countries they would hem you up for desecrating God? Why do you hate us, Tony? Tony, I don't
Swerve.
know you.
Cause it's swerve. Cause it's swerve.
You have a black champion and you're gonna barbecue one of your other. Tony, what did we do? What did we do? Why did we?
So,
Listen, Tony, you're about to get brought. Listen, you're about to get Bobby Lashley and MVP, and you might be able to pick up Sheldon Benjamin, even though Max Caster doesn't want him there. You might actually be able to recreate the Hurt Lock, the Hurt business, and you almost barbecued a wrestler I don't like anyway. Tony,
No, see,
what
here's
did
the
we
thing,
do
bro.
to you?
No, bro,
Tony,
let's
what did we
rewind
do
that
to
a
you,
little bit,
man?
and then let's say open it up with MJF, with that with
The American, the American
with
title.
Well, at first it was the International House of Pancakes, and then now it's the American title, and it's like
Tony, MJF is the best thing you have on the roster right now,
and
you got him walking around. But
and you haven't
it looks like
you haven't renamed one of your titles into a discount U.S. title.
it looks
So-
like Dusty Rhodes' fart. The title belt looks like what would happen if the American Dream, Dusty Rhodes, took a big steaming shit and then shaped that into a belt. Why, Tony? What did we do to you? Why do you
No,
hate us so much?
it looks like the championship of Mr. America.
Like, yes, the Hulk Hogan version. Tony, what did we do to you? Tony, what did we do to you, man? Like, how
Like, it
come
looks
you
like-
don't want us,
like,
man?
It looks like that belt should come out to bam 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 down, down. I am
And it
the
comes
gorilla.
crashing down and it hurts inside.
Yeah, that's what that belt is.
My daughter's dating Negroes and I don't like. Where you sleep with my kid, I call you an N-word. I don't know what I'm doing. That all is absurd. I smell like a real American douche. Fight for the rights of white people too. I smell like a real American douche. Tony Khan, what did we do to you? What did we do to you, man? Why do you hate us? You took your monkey ass to San Diego Comic-Con. Something neither Angry and I can do because, budgets.
Right.
And you that fake ass fight between Mercedes Moné and Britt Baker with a woman in a vein mask. I don't even know who this woman is. I know she kicked Britt Baker in the thorax. Why is she wearing a vein mask? Why do you hate us, Tony? Tony, in the name of everything. What did we do to you?
Did I say something to you, Tony? Like,
What is it, the Brave?
So look at it.
Did we hurt your feelings?
Is it the $50?
It's the $50.
Is it the
The
$50?
moment
So look, man. I mean, look. All right, Tony. You forget about the 50. No, just
hire Scott D'Amore.
Give him something to work with.
Tony, I'm telling you.
Please, Tony. Please.
I am telling you.
Please,
this is
Tony,
not an
please.
ask. No longer a beg. This is a demand.
Said, please,
If you don't
Tony.
hire Scott D'Amore in the next 365 days, Tony, if I find out that Scott D'Amore, his non-compete clause is gone, and he ends up someplace else like WWE, Tony, you are not safe in these streets. I'm going to
So
steal
you
all of your
take that 50
shoes.
you owe me and put it towards that and put it towards getting.
I
him there.
will put an eBay. I will put out a right shoe, Tony Khan's right shoe, eBay sale for about $1,000, Tony. I just want $1,000 for all of your right shoes. You're gonna have to go places to buy new shoes, and guess what, Tony? I'll be waiting. I'm gonna make it to where you only wear left shoes the rest of your natural damn life. I promise you this, Tony. I will steal all of the right all of your right shoes, all of them, and the right socks that go with them. So you will be walking around here with a bare foot and a left shoe and a left sock. Tony, if you don't hire Scott D'Amore, you're not safe in these streets. Tony, I will shave your beard to make it look like Abe Lincoln, and then I will shave your damn head, and you will look like a skinhead. Tony, hire Scott D'Amore. If you don't stop playing with us, I don't know why I don't know why you hate
me,
me.
Tony.
Tony,
I watch every week, man. Come on, why you gotta do this
every
to
week?
me? Why you gotta do this
Why?
to me, man? I watch
Angry,
Dynamite,
Angry works
and
hard, man.
And I watch Rampage, and watch Collision. I watch all of them. Come on, Tony. Work,
Tony,
work.
Angry is really trying. Angry is trying. Angry is out here doing work that I can no longer do. I don't have the patience, the mental capacity. Tony, you are screwing up my medication. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Work with me, Tony, please.
I have to eat edible before now. Listen, I had to eat an edible after watching Anthony Bowen stab a man in the face. And then to find out that the same man almost got barbecued and you almost had Jungle Jack jerky selling at the AEW store. Tony, if you do not hire Scott D'Amore, you are not safe in these streets. Tony, I will take the little puppy thing off of every one of your microphones. I will. Will go to your.
I appreciate
and I will steal the.
Putting the belt on Swerve. I appreciate you listening to me on that. I appreciate that. That's not gone unnoticed. Don't think it hasn't. It has not gone unnoticed.
Tony, I will steal all the earring backs for every woman wrestler you have on the roster. I promise you this. All the earring backs will be gone. All of them. I will steal every single one of them. And then I will sell those on eBay for about $500. Here are all the earring backs from every female wrestler on the AEW roster. Tony, if you don't hire Scott D'Amore, I will leave bologna sandwiches in places in your house that you won't know about, and then they will rot and they will stink up your house. Tony, I promise you, I will pour Woo energy in your toilet. I will pour Woo energy, all the Woo energy I get my damn hands on. I will pour it into your toilets, Tony, and then I won't flush them. I will let that Woo energy. I will let the cordyceps get into the porcelain of your toilet so that when you sit your ass on one of these toilets, there's a good chance you're going to get up like the Last of Us, Tony, if you do not hire Scott D'Amore. If you do not put money, you should know the D'Amore family better than Scott does, okay? If Scott D'Amore wants his balls shaved, you better be down there with a bic or with a razor. You want them soft, Daddy? If you do not hire Scott D'Amore, Tony, there's gonna be a level of screwed up jackassery that you have never seen. Tony, I ain't got nothing but time. I have nothing but time. Nothing. I will wait until
Tony. What is the plan? What is the plan
the plan is to
with this whole elite thing and the AEW thing and what is this? What
he was trying to make Jack Perry a thing by cooking him. Do you understand? He was going to make Jack Perry a star by lighting him on fire. He's done this before. There was a flamethrower involved in a wrestling match. I've never said that in 52 years. Angry. We have to come to grips with this. There was a flamethrower in a wrestling match.
Yeah.
Angry. You hear me? Angry. There was a flamethrower built on a wrestling match.
No, I know. And look, the same promotion.
You have a pyromaniac.
Yeah. Look, I know.
Who got hit by a bus? He lost the match to a bus. What?
Yeah.
Why does he hate us? What did we do to him? People go listen to this podcast and go, what is wrong with him? AEW's what's wrong with me. AEW's in the middle of the week like a turd in a punch bowl. So no matter what I see on Raw, which is 3 hours, no matter what I'm going to see on SmackDown, which is 2 hours, no matter what I'm going to see on NXT, which is 2 hours, no matter what it is, Monday, Tuesday will be wiped out by Wednesday. And the wipeout of Wednesday will screw up Friday. It will. I watched a man stab another man in the face with scissors. Sid Vicious is at home going, word, for real? That's hot in the hood? What are we doing?
Man. Duh.
He stabbed a man. And then then, then they tried to barbecue this man. Dog, we were going to have a bar. I know white people are mad that we don't invite them to the cookout anymore, but you don't have to have one in a wrestling ring with a white boy that don't nobody want. Why are you doing this? What kind of cookout are you having?
So look, I get this whole thing or whatever that they're trying to do with this whole the elite thing being like a DX slash NWO takeover storyline, whatever. Okay, and that's good, and that's cool, and that's all fine and whatnot. But what pay per view is this going to end? Is it going to end at All In? Is it going to be All Out? Is it going to be
it's going to be Anarchy Arena and All Out.
One? I mean,
at the Wembley Stadium, it's going to be a brawl for it all in Wembley Stadium at All In.
I'm just trying to figure out what this whole thing is.
Darby's going to burn that boy. Do you understand that? Darby Allin is going to light him on fire. And Jack Perry is going to be on fire as some sort of a sympathy vote. Listen, Jack Perry will never be a thing. And Tony, if you don't hire Scott D'Amore, dog, if you don't hire Scott D'Amore, I promise you, there's going to be some violence. I'm going to find out who your girlfriend is, and I'm going to send her carnations. Fake ones. I'm every week, for a month, I will send her a box of carnations, fake ass ones, and she won't know why. She won't know why, Tony. I will terrorize her with fake flowers, Tony. I will shave one side of your hair. I will cut one. I will wait till you go to sleep, and I will make sure you stay asleep. I will drown you with trazodone, and I will shave the side of your damn face and hair. I will make you get up in the morning and make a decision either to shave it all bald or to go to work with half of the hair on your body. I'm talking about your eyebrows, your eyelashes. I will shave half of your beard off. I will shave off half of your hair. And then I want to see you say that's great and terrific. Tony, if you don't hire Scott D'Amore, there's going to be some problems, man. It's going to be the weirdest, most cockamamie bomb you've ever seen in your life if you do not hire Scott D'Amore.
Okay, I think Thomas has established that he wants Tony to hire Scott D'Amore.
I'm going to cut half his hair. Hire this man. He's sitting here. He has wrestling knowledge. People like him. He does look like a big man. Maybe he has a wife and kids. Maybe they're all like this. I don't care. Tony, if you don't hire Scott D'Amore, you are going to have to put on your own red right-hand shoes. I'm telling you. Tony, I will steal your watches and put them all in the wrong time. I will steal your watches, and I will put every single one of them on the wrong time. Now, I understand none of this is hurting you, but Tony, it's an annoyance. Just like you, Omri. You are annoying me with your booking. Your booking. Has anybody ever had an inverse hard on? Anybody ever had an inverse hard on? Like a hard on the inside? He has given me an inverse hard on. I'm no longer excited about wrestling when I hear about AEW. My wrestling wood doesn't go flaccid, it just goes inside. Just sitting there, oh wow.
And although he does have a potential to bring back the Hurt Business. There's that potential.
He's going to put the Hurt Business in an anarchy.
No, we don't know that. Because
with Darby Allin.
Because honestly, he could offer Bobby Lashley, he could offer MVP, and he could offer Shelton Benjamin, but they have to accept it.
Listen, if I'm Shelton Benjamin, Bobby Lashley, and MVP, and this man comes to me with this idea of a match involving those three gentlemen, one on the outside, two on the inside, and the pyromaniac Firefly / Pyro from the X-Men that is Darby Allin is on the other side, and Bobby Lashley does not throw Darby Allin out of the arena, through the roof, out into the parking lot, and then stomp his ass like a lit cigarette, I'm going to be mad. How you going to bring in Bobby Lashley and you cooking people? Jungle Jack Jerky. Angry said, Jungle Jack. They broke me. I remember what happened this week. Gunther and Damian Priest had a pull apart. damn
that rivalry is cooking up. Yep.
that's cooking. We now have a match between CM Punk and Drew McIntyre at SummerSlam. That's cooking. I'm still
Yeah.
trying to get press passes to, WWE. I'm still trying to get press passes for me and Angry and DT, who's gonna be like, hey man, you can't
Hey,
get press passes.
I want to come too.
Listen, bruh, I was good. I had notes. I was ready. I said, there's not too much that AEW could possibly do that could screw this up. It's impossible.
And what did AEW said? Hold my beer.
Hold my White Claw seltzer. If you don't hire Scott D'Amore. Oh, Tony. Tony.
Man,
I will shave your eyebrows off. Tony, I will shave off your eyebrows. And then I will put something on there to where they don't grow back. So the whole time you're talking to people, you're going to be looking like this. Scott D'Amore has one more year. One more year of his non-compete clause. You need to be at Scott D'Amore's house walking his dog. You need to be talking to Scott D'Amore about, hey, Scott, were you thinking about liposuction? Oh, I will send you to the best liposuction person in Japan. Suck it all out there, Scott. I'm paying for it. I'll even put you on the private jet. Tony, if you do not hire Scott D'Amore in a year, and they're bringing in Ricochet. They're gonna bring in Ricochet to get barbecued. Tony,
so we
if
don't
you
know
don't
that either because Ricochet had never said that.
Tony, I will steal.
As opposed to somebody had asked him if he would bring back Prince Puma, and his response was that Prince Puma character belonged to
Lucha Underground.
Lucha Underground, yeah.
Lucha Underground. They can't touch it.
So it can't be Prince Puma. So that's enough on that.
If you don't listen, how are you going to bring in somebody this madness? Has anybody ever read Sutter Kane? Tony Khan books like In the Mouth of Madness. I'm not supposed to. I'm watching Sutter Kane, the wrestling booker. I'm not supposed to watch another man get emoliated in fire. Tony, if you don't hire Scott D'Amore,
I need to reset this show, man.
Dog, I gotta. I'm gonna reset the show. This is Suplex Party, the Why Tony Khan Hates Us episode. I am Thomas Bishop. I'm one half of the World Tag Team Champions of Shit Talking About Wrestling, and on to my left is say his name. He appeared and watched AEW. If y'all don't love Angry, listen, don't love. I don't care if you love me. I don't care. All right, I don't care if you like me. Angry sacrifices his time and energy to watch a show that featured a man being stabbed in the face with a pair of scissors, only have that same man almost barbecued by the resident pyromaniac that they have on the roster who lost a battle to a bus.
Yes, I do
D'Amore
that.
still doesn't have a job.
And I do that for me and for you. For you.
And for him.
I do that. I put in Raul's work to do this.
Does Raul work?
And there's only one thing. There's only one question. One question I want to ask you. And I know you want to know the answer too, Thomas. I want to ask you. I know you want to ask. You want my answer. I want it, and this is going to determine the scope of our friendship going forward.
Okay.
Who killed WCW? Who killed WCW?
Because we're going to talk about this. I watched all 4 episodes, and the only thing I can possibly come up with is this. Eric Bischoff stabbed WCW. Kevin Nash came through and kicked the knife. Now, he didn't kick it out. He kicked it. Vince Russo came in with a chainsaw and then made the knife hole big. So the answer to who killed WCW is the 3-headed Ghidorah of Kevin Nash, Eric Bischoff, and Vince Russo. I think Hulk Hogan was the body of the Ghidorah in this regard. Yeah, that's who I think killed WCW. I think Eric Bischoff was in way over his head. And that NWO shit was hotter than fish grease in a juke joint, baby. It's hot, 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 very hot. But they bit off more than they could chew. Guaranteed contracts, creative control. Hulk Hogan had creative control over his speech at the RNC. You see what you had. Matt Trumpomania, come on. You don't give an ego that big creative control. Kevin Nash even said it in the damn show. He even said it. You don't give creative control to a guy like Hulk Hogan. You don't. That's why the match with Sting looked bad.
Yeah.
Not gonna be, brother. That's you got Bret Hart. This is
he's not in it, brother. His head's not in it, brother. Not now.
Not in it,
brother.
brother. Not the time, brother. And you got Bret Hart on his very first night on at WCW having to play special guest referee. And Bret Hart right there knew, oh, man.
So I'm going to be this. What kind of clown show am I in?
Vince Russo's booking. Listen, I often joke, like I've done on the course of this show, this episode, that Tony Khan is the worst booker I've ever seen. He is absolutely the ass of booking. But the mold that Tony Khan has walked his dumb ass into is Vince Russo. Do you remember when they tried to pour blood on Kevin Nash and missed him?
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Completely missed him. Completely.
He had sprinkles of this fake ass blood all over him. Mm-hmm. Vince Russo gave us David Arquette, WCW World Heavyweight Champion.
Oh yeah.
And,
so look, and for the longest, that WCW Heavyweight title did mean anything.
Listen, when David Arquette said, "Wow, this is crazy! I'm the WCW champion." Hey Booker, you ever win one of these? And Booker looked at him and said, "No, I haven't even competed for it." And David Arquette said, "Wow, that was a problem." Duh!
Yeah.
I did not know this. But the night that Tony Schiavone gave away the results of Raw that saw Mick Foley become WWE World Heavyweight champion, I did not know that was the night of the finger poke of doom. I had no idea. I didn't know until I watched this. I had thought the finger poke of doom was before it. I thought the finger poke of doom was after it. I did not think the finger poke of doom was on the same night. The same night. How do
I remember
listen?
That. I remember that because I saw both. I saw both episodes because I remember that.
Dog.
Because here's the thing. I remember that because it was like this. At the time, WCW is killing WWE. They're killing them. And so I'm watching WCW, then all of a sudden I hear, "Oh, I know it. Mankind is going to be the world champion," and like, whatever. I was like, "Wait, what?"
A guy that used to work here, Cactus Jack or Mick Foley or whatever you call him, he's going to end up being their champion. That'll put butts in seats. And I distinctly remember
instantly when he said that I shifted over. I changed channels right then.
I was one of the millions that turned the channel. I was not gonna lie. I was one of the millions that turned the channel. Oh, word! Mick Foley's about to be the world champion. I did not know. I did not know when I clicked that channel. I did not know when I clicked that channel that on
that same time.
Nitro, that same time
there was the finger poke of doom because I flipped.
Finger poke of doom.
I flipped and I saw it and I flipped back and I flipped back and I flipped back and I kept flipping back because I was not going to I wasn't gonna miss anything. Right.
And Mike,
I didn't have two TVs or anything like that, so I could just put one on Raw and one on Nitro. That couldn't happen. So I'd keep flipping back and forth. And so when I saw that finger, I was like, "Oh, what in the hell?" And then at the time, and just before that, I saw Mick Foley get to a brutal match with The Rock.
Oh, that was a brutal ass match with The Rock. Stone Cold.
And
Remember, Stone Cold came back. He was a little bit
yeah,
fat, and people was like, "Stone Cold look fat." He came in, one chair shot, got out of the ring. Mick Foley, pins 1, 2, 3. He's on the DX is walking around it,
yeah,
and you hear Jim Ross make that iconic line. Mama Foley's baby boy has won the World Heavyweight Championship. Everybody in that damn arena snapped. They was flipping like, "Oh my God, he won!"
yeah.
And on the other
And
channel
then
is the
on the
finger
other
poking.
channel, I flipped and I see, and and it was right when Hulk Hogan coming out, Kevin Nash was there and they're in the ring, and then all of a sudden I see,
Bruh.
and I
And
see,
mind you,
I'm like,
Kevin
1,
Nash
2,
was
3. I'm
only
like, what in the hell?
Kevin Nash was only the champion because they took it off of Goldberg.
Yeah,
The hottest name, the hottest, greenest, because Goldberg was always green.
oh,
I watched
man.
that Steven Regal match with him. Oh my goodness. Goldberg Goldberg was
was
greener than grass. He was green.
Mhm. Yeah, he was.
And they gave away a pay-per-view level match on free television
Yeah,
when Goldberg won the title in the first damn place. This, bruh, I did not know that. Until I watched that, I did not know that finger poke of doom happened the same night Mick Foley won the World Heavyweight Championship. I was floored. I had to pick my jaw up like, are you serious? No wonder everybody
Oh,
changed
man.
the damn channel.
Yeah, man.
Here's Mankind, Mick Foley,
And-
Cactus Jack, Dude Love, whatever the hell you want to call him, has never been a world heavyweight champion. This is the iconic Mick Foley that fell off the damn Hell in a Cell.
Right
and
after
Jim Buzz's,
him and the
Oh.
Undertaker.
yes,
Yeah.
as God is my witness, he's broken in half. And then he gets up on the thing, falls through it again, does the choke slam through it. The damn thing breaks. He falls down, a tooth goes through his nose, and we're like, this guy, Mr. Everyman, the guy that we all love the hell out of because he's Mick freaking Foley, is about to win the World Heavyweight Championship. I'm clicking the channel.
Of course,
I did not
I'm
click
watching that.
Dog, I did
And,
not click
dog,
that.
and
I did
bruh,
not click that.
and
I was done. Right
and a
after
lot
that.
of people like in that show, it argued debate is that was the point that was it for WCW.
That's it. They
That was
brought
it.
in Vince. They brought in Vince Russo, who Vince Russo
So don't
has
get me
ideas.
wrong, he's good at writing drama,
But-
stirring up drama. He's good at that.
that man, he's got to be reined in. You got to put a leash on Vince Russo
Yeah.
because WCW no leash. You see what happened. TNA no leash. You see what happened. Dixie's still out here smarting like, like you can't say Vincent or Russo in the same sentence to Dixie Carter. She will smack you at you. Like I was just blown. I was like, yo. And then, listen, I aspire to be Bret Hart petty.
Look
Bret
at
Hart
I
is
don't think anybody can be Bret Hart petty.
Ain't nobody beating him, man. Ain't nobody. You cannot.
Nobody beating Bret Hart petty.
Bret Hart petty. Bret Hart talked so bad about Bill Goldberg. He talked. He does not refer to him like Goldberg, like everybody else. He's like the damn Bill Goldberg. The damn Bill Goldberg.
And he refuses to call him Goldberg.
Refuses.
He refuses to call him just Goldberg. He calls him Bill Goldberg. Doesn't call him
Bill Goldberg.
Doesn't call him Goldberg. Bill Goldberg every time.
Bill Goldberg. Every time. And that kick, the way that kick happened, I'm sorry, but Bret Hart has every right to be mad.
Yeah. Oh,
Because
yeah.
Goldberg
Absolutely.
said, watch out for the kick, and he was going off the ropes and said, what kick?
He said, what kick? He said, watch out for the kick. What kick? Bow!
What kick? When he said, I'm bouncing off of the ropes, he said, what kick? Blah! That's a back kick right in the face.
Yeah.
In the face, man. In the face. I would be bitter too. Now,
Oh, yeah.
Goldberg can say it's been over 20 years, he should let it go. No! You're talking about
No,
the excellence
'cause
of
the kid-
execution. The best there is, the best there was, the best there ever will be. And a kick ended this illustrious damn career?
A career
Are you kidding?
A career that he was still he was still thriving in. He was still in the middle of that. He could still
Still,
go,
yes,
and
he can
that
still
ended by that.
go.
And there's so many things he could have done. He could have done a clothesline. He could have done a drop kick.
And
Hell, he could have done
anything.
a kick
He
to
did
the
a
stomach. A kick to the
Yes.
stomach. You know,
A kick to the leg. You could have speared him. I'm pretty
Right.
sure if you'd have speared him rather than that savate kick, it probably would have been cool. And Bret Hart would have wrestled a couple of another 20 damn years. You kick him in the head, straight in the head. And I said, Bret Hart said, the night I got to WCW was best. Everything after that, he said it was the
Is it
worst
just-
time here. Bret,
but
listen,
yeah,
Bret,
I think it was who
Oh
killed
my
WCW. It was a mix. It's a combination mix of Death of a Thousand Cuts from
yes.
Eric
Brad
Bischoff,
Siegel.
from Ted
Eric Siegel.
Turner, from Vince
Oh.
Russo, from Hulk Hogan, from Kevin Nash, from everybody that had their fingers deep in that WCW pie
Hmm?
and just kept
You-
digging deeper and deeper and deeper until there was nothing left.
And I need to know, why does Vince Russo talk like he does? Look, bro, let me tell you,
Said,
bro. Like,
and
I'm
I
not
told
your
him-
damn bro.
I told him, bro. I said, like, come on, man. Come on,
And
man.
if you don't get your bro head ass on up out of here, like he really tried it.
And it's like,
He
and
did.
It's just
He tried to-
wrestling, and I don't understand. It's like,
And
bro.
here's the thing. I've looked at it several different ways. I looked at this 4-part series several different ways, but the way I've come out with it is this: The Rock likes Eric Bischoff. This was
Mhm.
Eric Bischoff. Let me explain myself. And unfortunately, Eric, no, it doesn't work that way. It does not work that way. You can't simply explain away half the crap that you did. Them contracts was ridiculous. Them contracts was out of the, and this is the same Eric Bischoff that ran Ric Flair out.
Mhm.
Ric Flair is booked. Dusty Rhodes was pretty much done. It was like, I'm out of here. Do you remember 7? Remember when they
Oh my
put
God.
Dusty Rhodes in that bull? They put
Oh
Dusty Rhodes in
my
that bull
God.
shit. Oh my God. And he came out there and let them have it.
I
This was
remember
the-
that promo because he
this-
came out and he said, "Oh, they be like this," and apparently my name's 7 now, which I don't know what that means. I was like, yo,
Dusty Rhodes let them have. You see this get up they put me in?
and this stupid, ridiculous paint, which apparently my name is 7 now, which I don't know what that's supposed to mean. That's the part that killed me.
Oh my God.
Except
Dusty
apparently
Rhodes,
my name is 7 now, and I don't know what that's supposed to mean.
I don't know what that's for. They had them spooky ass vignettes. They tried to blend Gold Dust and the Undertaker. Oh, you see that thing right? They had.
Oh
David
man,
Arquette-
that
and I
promo,
feel
man.
bad.
God.
I felt bad for David. I kind of felt bad for David Arquette because he was put in a position that he did not want to be in. And it was a movie tie-in of one of the worst wrestling movies I've ever seen in my entire life. Like, I want you gotta Clockwork Orange me to make me watch Ready to Rumble. I'm gonna fight it the whole damn way. I'm fighting it. I'm peeing on somebody. I might be in a straitjacket, but damn it, I'm urinating on somebody. You literally have got to put me in a straitjacket to make me watch that damn film. It's horrible. That is a horrible damn film, dog. It is horrible. Dude, what the hell's wrong with y'all? Why would y'all watch this shit? But David Arquette, and then he went out and tried to prove himself as a wrestler, doing death matches with CGV or CZ or whatever. Nick Gage, the toothless. What is it?
The whatever
Cornette calls
hardcore
it
death match,
bank addicted.
whatever.
Yeah, Jim Cornette calls him the bank addicted drug robber. Like
Yeah, that's right.
batter for calls him batter for short. But I don't. And see, the thing about it is, WCW had really great wrestlers on there. Dean Malenko, I miss Dean Malenko, and he is now going through Parkinson's really bad. He now is walking with a walker. Um, Dean Malenko, I love Dean Malenko. I absolutely
Oh,
do.
because you knew
He,
watching the
he,
Dean Malenko match, it was going to be a great match.
oh my goodness, Dean Malenko will put your ass in some bull. Like if you want to see a good wrestling match, watch Steven Regal versus Dean Malenko. Them boys was locking
Oh
each other up.
man,
It's
yeah,
just like
that was a
they
great
out here
match.
making breakfast. That was a fantastic match. But WCW would have those. They would have Eddie Guerrero versus Rey Mysterio Jr. It was magical matches. But the top of the card was just bloated. And we didn't even, you know what? They didn't even touch on Ultimate Warrior coming.
Oh,
Where he had the 35 promo. He had a 35-minute promo.
oh,
They went to a commercial break. He was still talking.
oh, God.
You go to a
You-
commercial break
you-
and still talking.
Dog, you talk about one of the. Oh,
Oh, that was horrible. Listen.
man.
That was horrible. That was horrible. Like that was just bad on top of bad on top of why are we even here? That's how
And
bad.
like the only thing I think that Eric Bischoff said that was true about that whole thing was the only reason that Warrior was brought in so Hulk could get his win back from WrestleMania.
Yes,
I think
that was the only thing that he was brought there.
I think that was the only thing he said that was true about Ultimate
And
Warrior being
they-
there, was just so
Bruh.
so Hulk Hogan get his win back.
Hold on, do you remember when Hulk Hogan they had Ultimate Warrior that see-through mirror?
Duh. Dude.
The only
when
person that can
when
see
they tried doing that, Ghost of Hulk Hogan's past.
Yes,
Mm-hmm.
he brought in the Warrior had one
yeah.
Warrior
Yeah.
he had a home.
Oh yeah. See,
Oh.
look, remember that was during the time. Remember when WCW would have movie vignettes. Movie vignettes.
vignettes. Yeah.
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 They didn't have regular promos where, I'm gonna kick your ass. No, I'm gonna kick your ass. No. Not any kind of banter back and forth. No. Ladies and gentlemen, they had movie. They filmed little mini movie vignettes. Okay, because that was the thing.
That was the thing. That actually happened.
That was the
Freaking
thing at the time.
Sting sat up in them damn rafters for over a year. Over a year, didn't say nothing.
Like the Crow.
Over a year.
Like the Crow movies.
Up there with yes, like the Crow movies. That's why everybody loves Crow Sting, because y'all don't remember Surfer Sting. Y'all remember NWO Wolfpack Red and Black. Y'all don't remember.
You remember Crow Sting.
Remember Crow Sting?
You don't remember the Red and Black Sting. You don't remember the
that man
Surfer
sat
Sting.
up there. That man sat up there in them rafters for an entire year, just to have a match where Hulk Hogan looked at him and said he wasn't into it. And Sting even said the only reason I wasn't into it because I didn't trust Hogan. Nobody did.
Right.
Nobody trusted.
Yeah.
Nobody trusted.
He
They
had
were
every
afraid
reason
to.
to. He had every reason
Yes.
not to, I should say. Yeah.
Because Hulk Hogan would hear something and go, "That doesn't work for me, brother." And then it was the infamous shoot work promo supposedly that got Vince Russo and WCW sued by Hulk Hogan, where politicking in the back, and Jeff Jarrett's like, "What am I doing?" Because like he walks in, here's the finish, and is like walking right back out again. Like what am I supposed to do here? So
Right.
Vince is like, Russo was just like, "Bro, just lay down in the ring, bro. Let him have his thing, bro." So
no,
they're supposed
because
to have
that's not the main event, bro. The main
That's not
event
the
is going to be this, bro. We're going to put the belt on Booker, bro.
And then, listen, I love Booker T. I love Booker T and everything that he does. I'm glad him and Sharmell are still together. I think Booker T is a great, fantastic human being. I have met him. I have an autographed picture of Booker T. But for Booker T, how can you be the champion of this company that's like thinking like a sieve? That's why I'm so mad at AEW AEW and Swerve Strickland. I'm not mad at Swerve. I'm mad at AEW because here he is trying to be a serious heavyweight champion, and he got damn jackassery all around. They trying to light a dude on fire. This same Booker T was like, "What? I get the huh? You want me to be what? The champion of what? Now? Right now? This place?"
I mean, so you want to be the champion of what for like what the next 20 minutes?
But really? Is that what you want? I mean, right now? I'm surprised they didn't interview. I am surprised they did not interview Scott Steiner. I am surprised because Scott Steiner.
We probably know, but Scott Steiner probably say something about.
Scott Steiner is still saying shit about Hulk Hogan.
Yeah.
And Ric Flair. He said Ric Flair. What did he say about Ric Flair's body? What did he say about his body? I gotta go find that promo, man, where he's like about all my freaks. You're sagging, your body's sagging because you got wrinkles. Scott Steiner was something the hell else towards the end of that, man. Scott Steiner was absolutely something else towards the end of WCW. And then, which, again, I don't know why The Rock was involved in this because Rock was over on the other channel doing whatever it is. Why are you the executive producer? Why are we even talking to you? Like, we might as well have Danny Garcia up there, like your ex-wife who's your business partner. We might as well have her.
Yeah.
What was your opinion of WCW? I wasn't there. What are you talking about? Like what are you doing,
I watch it on Mondays. I watch it on Mondays after I got my hotel room for Raw. I watch it on Mondays when because they did the replay after it. So
right after, and they sent Eric Bischoff home and brought in Vince Russo. And Vince Russo was not running the ship. Kevin Sullivan is like, I knew it was bad. I knew we were about to die. I knew it. I just knew it. The moment, because some of the ideas that Vince Russo wanted to do didn't get to television. And that's scary because of what actually did get on television.
Right?
This was the stuff they let him do. Imagine the stuff they didn't want him to do. Like, hey, Vince, no.
Right?
I don't.
Who knew what kind of depraved, gonna really just.
It was some like he wanted to like people's daughters pregnant. It's like, what the hell are you talking about? Like, nah, man, it ain't wrestling. And Kevin Sullivan said, this is not WCW wrestling. I don't know what this is. It's not even WWE because they wouldn't do half of this. Like, they couldn't figure out what this was. And Vince Russo was like, bro, trust me, bro. Nobody likes wrestling. The hell?
They're not watching for the wrestling, bro.
Like, bull.
Like, what?
It's called World Championship.
World Championship Wrestling.
He kept watching, and now people understand exactly why Jim Cornette said he is determined to live long enough to piss on Vince Russo's grave. Now you know. All you people who could not understand why Jim Cornette has such hatred and vitriol for Vince Russo, now you know. You've seen exactly what Vince Russo was capable of when there's no checks and balances in the damn thing. Vince Russo cannot. Like, come on, man. And
he
again,
wrote himself in there to be the champion.
Oh, I didn't even talk about that.
To be world heavyweight champion because why? Oh, nobody cares, bro. See, I took bumps too, so the wrestling is not that hard, bro.
Do you remember when he said, I was working twice as hard as most of the roster?
Yeah.
He said this to them and got in his car.
Said that with his whole chest.
Bruh, with his whole chest. I would have blown that car up. So you do what? What? Oh, come on, man. There's no way. I know Diamond Dallas Page was like, I should diamond cutter your ass off or something. I was working. I was outworking most of the guys. Yeah, I was outworking most of the guys on the roster. Are you for real right now? If you don't sit your monkey ass down, bruh. Couldn't have been me.
Yeah.
Couldn't have been me. There'd have been listen. There'd have been some misunderstandings and some damn furniture moving. You say that to my face, and if you can go home with your teeth, you'll be fine, bruh. Are you serious, man? And then they put the championship on him. Scott Steiner had it for a hot minute. Hulk Hogan came back.
Yeah.
Like it was
Like
and the
a
thing
while,
about it is
it was a joke title.
it
Just a
was.
joke.
And the thing about it is, what ultimately killed WCW is the people that they were paying was clouding up the whole roster. Nobody, like, do you remember when Chris Jericho tried to have a match with Goldberg and couldn't get it? You know what I mean? Like, guys like Chris Jericho and Chris Benoit, he who shall not be named, and Dean Malenko and Eddie Guerrero, they were fighting to get TV time. They were fighting to get TV time, and these are the guys, these are the workhorses. So when Vince Russo and Eric Bischoff merged and they started this Millionaires Club versus the New Blood, it's the same thing they did in TNA.
They just redid the whole thing with the
they literally the main event mafia,
the Young Blood against the main event mafia, the Young Blood.
They had Perk Angle in there, but like WCW, they were throwing so much stuff at the wall, but ultimately they were losing money. And Turner was like, hey, we got to find a way to cover up these losses. So what they were doing was they were blending WCW's budget with the rest of Turner Broadcasting's budget. So any losses, any gains, any money that was made from WCW made it look like Turner Broadcasting was making it. And the losses, even though they might have been Turner Broadcasting, they were lumped on to WCW. They were done. It was a wrap after that, man. They were, and people in TBS never wanted wrestling on there to begin with. People like Brad Seaman.
Everything they could to try to make it fail.
Everything.
Tried to put it in different time slots. They tried it.
They were taking money out of their budget. And then you couple that with the fact that they had this bloated ass roster with all of these wrestlers they were paying 5 and 6. They were playing 6 figures to at least. Like, I know Hulk Hogan made a hell of a lot of money. I know Kevin Nash made a hell of a lot of money. Made so much money that when WCW was bought out by WWE, these guys didn't have to go. They were like, nah, I'm good. I ain't gonna go. You know. You're like, you're not gonna go to WC, you're not gonna go to WWE? No, I ain't gonna go. And they were sitting at home making a check. They were getting money from Turner.
They
were getting
because their contract because they had the guaranteed contract is that if anything were to happen, they'd get paid out for, I think they said a year. They would get paid out for a year, and
Bret Hart was the only.
And Booker T was like, nah, let me go and wrestle.
Yeah. I think Bret Hart is the only one that when he got that money, he was upset because he still wanted to wrestle. He would have went back to WWE. He would have.
Yeah.
But a spot kick to the damn head, and the man's over there collecting a check, and he can't even really spend it because he can't stay awake. He's having seizures and nightmares and shit. Like, he wanted to wrestle. He really wanted to wrestle, and it was like, that's
like, you can't do it.
It's like he's getting a paycheck, and he's like, I don't like this. And to top all of that off, he said that Eric Bischoff made all these promises and none of them came. Again, Bret Hart has no filter. He said, Bischoff made all these choices, he made all these promises, and it didn't even come out to be true. There was a certain amount of money I was supposed to make, and I didn't make that money. And the Bill Goldberg kicked me in the head. I was like, yo!
Said, no, you forgot. Said Bret Hart called everybody an idiot. That idiot Bill Goldberg, that idiot Eric Bischoff, that idiot Vince Russo, and all those idiots. All those idiots.
And the thing about it is, I understand why Bret Hart would not want to work with Hulk Hogan. Because
I can understand.
Screwed him. Yeah. WrestleMania, what was that, 9? When they had it in Caesar's Palace?
Yep, WrestleMania 9, yeah. And it was him and Yokozuna. It was him and Yokozuna, and Yokozuna
got salt thrown in his eyes. Yeah. He got salt on his eyes. He lost the championship to Yokozuna. He's coming out. He's complaining to Hulk. Hulk goes in, kicks Yokozuna in the face, one leg drop, and now he's a world heavyweight champion. I know Bret Hart looked at him like, "You son of a bitch."
What the hell?
He's like, "So you want to work with Hulk Hogan again?" No.
No, I'm good.
I did not. Hey, I didn't know that black eye that Hulk Hogan had was from Randy Savage. Apparently, Randy Savage put them paws on him.
Really?
Yes.
Yeah. Oh yeah. That's right.
Yeah, that ass black eye he had was from Randy Savage punching him in the face. I did not know this, and I now have 10 times more respect for Randy Savage because look how Hulk Hogan turned out. Now, we need a Randy Savage to go up and punch him in the face one more time. Shut up, Hulk. You know,
wow.
like, wow. Like it was. And then when Vince McMahon came in and bought WCW, the way I now understand the invasion, I get it, because he was buying a product he couldn't put on television. Couldn't. Because the exclusive deal that WWE had made with USA Network is any and all WWE entities would be on some part of the USA Network.
Right.
WCW, he did a TV deal, and they didn't want any parts of WCW. The only people that the TBS didn't want it, and USA was like, "What the hell you want us to do with it?" So the invasion angle happened, and it had to happen that way because nobody wanted WCW. I mean, Eric Bischoff got together with a bunch of people and tried. He really did. He tried and, bully for him, but nobody wanted that.
See.
And after Vince listen, when Vince, I think WCW was shaking. Like, I think WCW was shaking. Like, it was almost like WCW had got hit by the Kendrick Lamar Euphoria disc. Okay? So it was shaking. A little, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And then WWE hits him with the Mick Foley becomes World Heavyweight Championship. That was 6/16 in LA, right? So now WCW's wobbling a little bit. I think Vince Russo was Meet the Grams. I really honestly do. Why would you bring that idiot into a ship that's already sinking? All he's going to do is set the deck seats on fire and then dance around it butt naked. And by the time Vince came in, it was not like us. Hey, WCW is not like us. It's not like us. They're not like us. They not like he came in
Pretty
and
much.
bought a for a song. He didn't even spit on. I think he might have been able to buy that with like his pocket change. I don't even think he paid that. Then would he pay $2 million for it? The whole thing? Like,
Yeah.
And Vince knew. People have always been angry at the invasion angle, and rightfully so. It was a shitty angle. There could have been a different way to do it, right?
Yeah.
But I think when Booker T and Buff Bagwell had that match and they shit the bed, Vince was like, "Oh hell no, nope," and that's when the invasion part started. But I think a lot of WCW's problems is, like you said, death by 1,000 cuts. The problem is they were all by katanas. These ain't some regular cut. This ain't a.
We're not talking about little pocket knives, though.
No, these were katana.
Hattori Hanzo katanas.
Yes, they were cutting the dog shit out of themselves, and it was just ridiculous. At one point, the NWO just kept going on and on and on and on.
And at one point, like no, and it's like this. At literally one point, the whole roster was NWO. Or at least it seemed like the whole roster was NWO except for like Diamond Dallas Page, and that was
exactly. And I wonder, I have to wonder, has Bret Hart ever cussed out Medusa Machado? I wonder, because the infamous screw job in Montreal happened because of Medusa Machado. Medusa is the reason that happened. Eric Bischoff convinced her to drop the WWE Women's title into a trash can. Talk about she's where the big boys play. Number one, I know that pissed Vince off. I know it did. Vince wasn't doing it with the women's wrestlers, but I know it pissed him off. And number two, it's a cascading effect because Vince This was like, oh hell no, you ain't going over to Nitro with the,
With the potential
WWE.
to do that.
Yeah, with the potential to throw that in the trash. Nah, son. Nah,
Exactly.
nah. You're like, hell nah. Nope. Nobody. You listen.
And,
you
and the thing
over
was
my
what,
damn
what
dead body. You will.
yeah, and the thing is what Brett was asking wasn't unreasonable.
Nope. He just
But
didn't want to drop.
but at the same, but the thing was is that Brett's timing on it was just absolutely horrendous because of Medusa and what
Yes.
she did. Like
I
months
wonder
prior.
has he ever? Yeah, I wonder has he ever walked up on her and cussed her out? Because Brett still. I mean, it's water. It's literally water under the bridge now. Shawn Michaels and Bret Hart are okay. I won't say that they're best friends, but they're okay. But for years. Now, mind you, that gave us the Mr. McMahon character, and that's all
Yeah.
well and good. But you got to think about it this way: that man literally did all of that the way he did it to avoid what happened with Medusa. Avoid it,
Yeah.
and then Eric Bischoff gets her over there and doesn't do anything with her. So for a lot, when they announced that Medusa was going into the WWE Hall of Fame, I had to do a double take. Like, wait a minute,
I was like, for
Medusa,
real?
Alundra Blaze, and Medusa, that one. After
like,
what
for
she
real?
did, I was like, oh, Vince is really. But then again, they did bring in
But-
Bruno Martino, so I was like, yo, are you for
Yeah,
real
but
right
still-
now?
Yeah, but see, here's the thing though. Before she did that, Vince had already retired the women's
Yep.
title once before.
Yep.
And when he brought it back,
her
and then eventually, she got the belt,
Mhm.
and then did what she did, throwing it in the garbage on TV like that. And that pretty much kind of told almost,
Everybody.
well, it told Vince that to himself, it was like, yo,
It'll never happen again.
I was right, years ago when I ended it the first time. I should have never brought it back.
We never brought it back, and now,
And which
thriving.
kind of subsequently did since then has also not only had a domino effect on that with Bret Hart, but also as well as like the women, the divas, the WWE
Yep.
divas, during that time in bra and panty matches, mud
Yep.
wrestling matches,
mud wrestling matches,
and
even
all this
now
other
mud
stuff
wrestling.
like that, because Vince didn't see women's wrestling as
A
anything,
draw.
as a draw or anything like that, because
Yeah.
of
But
incidents like that.
imagine the series of events that would have taken place had Medusa not done that. Had Medusa relinquished
did
the
it
title,
right way, if she
yeah,
did
did
it
it the right way, lost. Yeah, do it. She lost it to I don't know, Bull Nakano, whatever,
or
And
Volcano, Luna Vachon, or
anybody. Yeah,
Yeah.
anybody. Then you don't get the Montreal screw job because Bret Hart is looking at it from the standpoint of, all right, I'll drop the belt. I don't care about dropping the belt. I just don't want to drop it in Montreal. And Vince would have been more
he'd have been
receptive to the
to it.
idea.
It's like, okay,
Yeah.
like, how do you
Well,
want to proceed with this?
He wanted to do a freaky DQ finish like the next night. That was Bret. Bret was like, hey, I'll lose the belt. Just make it next night. We'll be in Toronto or
So
wherever.
in Toronto or but just
Yeah, I didn't
here,
want to
right
lose
here,
it.
Yeah, here.
You don't get the Montreal screw job because everybody cooler heads are gonna prevail, and Bret Hart can lose it in a screwy finish on Monday. By next
Right.
Monday, he can be in Nitro, and that be the end of it. But you don't get that if Medusa doesn't throw that belt in the trash. And the fact that Eric Bischoff convinced her to do that shows you Eric was about spectacle. Even Eric in his in the end of it was about spectacle. He wanted to rub it in Vince's face. That's the problem. It's the problem I have with AEW now. If you don't ever say WWE anymore in your press scrums, I'm fine with it. You can be mad at them, you can hate them, whatever. But take the lessons that Eric Bischoff has put out there. Focus on making your shit better. And then
Make
we
it
don't
better.
have to worry about WWE. We don't. because Eric Bischoff did all of that. He did the calling Vince out and I want to have a match with you and all of this goofy bullshit. And what did it result in? He ended up losing the damn company in the first place. Instead of focusing on making WCW as good as it possibly could be, you were too fixated on trying to beat WWE. And again, we say all the time here, it's not that we like WWE exclusively. It's just that they are the most polished damn product now. They've been doing this for 70 years. You're not going to just tackle them with great matches with no storylines and lighting a man on fire. You can't. I don't care. Hot shotting shit. Putting the belt on David Arquette and putting the belt on Vince Russo and stripping all the titles and having the New Blood versus the Millionaires Club. None of that shit worked. None of it worked. Because if it did, WCW would still be in existence. And it should be a lesson to every other wrestling company, whether it's New Japan, CMLL, AAA, MLW, NWA, AEW. It should be a lesson to you. It's not about competing with WWE. If you really want to be an alternative, then be a damn alternative. Show me something I've never seen before. Give me a compelling storyline and two wrestlers that really got heat and the storylines cooking. I'm there every damn week. You give me hot shot shit, I'm going to leave. Getting the hell up out of there. Eric Bischoff, and that's why ultimately at the end, I really do honestly believe that the person that killed WCW, and I'm being dead serious now, I think the person that killed WCW is Eric Bischoff. I do. I think he was Icarus. I think he tried to fly too close to the sun, got his ass burnt. He got burnt. He did. And the sun just so happened to be Vince McMahon. Now, did Vince have to go to the places and the levels that he did? No, he didn't. Vince had women out there in evening gowns fighting in the mud. What was that all about? You know, you had
because
the Ministry of Darkness doing a crucifixion of Stone Cold on Undertaker's damn symbol. And I've been wanting to say this for years. Hey, Undertaker, you're not slick. Okay? You're not slick. All that analogous that bullshit, that came from John Borman's Excalibur. You ain't slick, dog. That's the spell that Merlin was using to summon the dragon and had or Morgana say it to age her ass. Dog, you ain't slick. I happen to love Eric Borman's Excalibur. So when I heard the Undertaker going, I said, hey, is dragon fire coming into this son bitch? Where the dragon at? Like, bro, you ain't fooling nobody. I've been wanting to say this for decades. Angry, I've been sitting on this for decades, man. Ever since the Ministry of Darkness, I've been sitting on this for decades, dog. Decades, okay? I feel free enough to be able to say it now because it's 20 years down the line and Mark Calloway has a podcast. I'm just saying, don't lie. I know what that was. As soon as I heard it, I wasn't a stupid kid. As soon as I heard it, I said, wait a minute. Wait a goddamn minute. Hold up. And I had to, because you remember how you could rewind? It was like, and now get thrust. Who thought that does you divinity? That's from John Borman's Excalibur. I said it loud as hell, too. I was at my friend's house. I said, that's from Excalibur. What? That's from Excalibur. What are you talking about? That's from the movie Excalibur. Y'all ain't fooling no damn body. I love John Borman's Excalibur. Love it. Have seen it many times. Had to close my eyes when
obviously so did he.
Exactly. Come on, man. You could have said the shit in Klingon. You could have said it in Klingon. You could have. And I would have been like, okay, that sounds cool. You could have said that. No, you going and they tried to be slick too, because they put it in the damn Ministry of Darkness music. And now get that. Doth you did indie. Man, if you don't stop playing with me, you don't stop. Like, I know what I sat there when it was doing it.
And look at just like I said, he liked it too, obviously.
And they're gonna try to fool Out there trying to fool. Angry. I've been sitting on this for 20-something years, man. 20-something years. How long ago was the
Hey,
Ministry
look
of
at that.
Darkness?
You exposing the business. You exposing the business.
I don't give a
You're
damn.
exposing the
I don't
business.
care. I
You're
don't
exposing
care.
the business. Don't expose the
I
business.
don't. Bro, I don't give a shit.
You gotta keep
Sorry.
it kayfabe.
Kayfabe my ass. Come on, man. How you go recite some lines and talk about this is the magic this is the magic spell the Undertaker you. No, it ain't. It's from John Borman's Excalibur. The hell is the Undertaker's last name? Merlin? Don't play with me, man. Like, I have been sitting on this for 20-something years. I'm serious. Since the Ministry of Dark, since that time that the Undertaker had Stephanie McMahon tied up, and then they tied Stone Cold's silly ass to the Undertaker symbol. I heard it because he had the pin mic on him. He had that little itty bitty pin mic so that people could hear him, right? Let me get the pin mic. He had the pin mic pinned up here, right? You know what I mean? With the because he had the robes on, so you couldn't see the pin mic. And he pinned it up there, right? Like this. He gonna pin it up there and then go, and now get thrap. Who thought betad doth you the envy? And I'm like it was a record scratch. Run that back. And now get who thought betad doth you the envy? Oh, man, I ain't stupid. I'm not dumb. That's the shit. That's the line from Excalibur. And I had to go watch the film because I was with my sister Dottie. We're watching. She's like, what do you mean by Excalibur? I said, all right, screw it. Get on the internet. Got on the internet and found it. And I played it for her. I said, that's the same thing he just said. Lying bastard. And then they put it in the music like nobody was going to notice. It's the begin. Listen to the Ministry of Darkness music. When you hear, I now get that, who thought better, doth you the. That's the shit from Excalibur. I'm surprised John Borman didn't sue his punk ass. Like, hey, what the hell did you just say? I'm just saying, man.
Can I tell you something?
Go ahead.
You the only one that really cares about it like that much, man.
I can't. Yes,
it's
yes.
only you.
Yes. I am probably the only wrestling fan in wrestling history
that cares about it that much.
That paid so much attention to the 90s.
Not just paying attention to it. I mean, because I'm sure you're not the only one. So you're not the only one because it's a thing like that. I'm sure. I'm 99% sure that you're not the only one that knows that. Okay. But here's the thing. Here's the thing.
I'm the only one that cares about it.
I'm also pretty sure that nobody cares as much about it as you do. They probably just thought, that was pretty cool.
I know.
Cool. But no, you the only one that just like, no, you're not gonna follow, man. I know what it is. I see.
Damn it.
I see it.
I just didn't want a bunch of kids.
What you're doing.
Yeah.
I see what you're doing.
I didn't want a bunch of kids raised thinking that when the Undertaker was saying that bullshit, it was some Undertaker-inspired bullshit. No, kids. I know y'all are adults now. Y'all are like grown adults with mortgages and kids, and families and shit. No, kids. That shit came from Excalibur. John Borman's Excalibur, which you could probably find on Amazon Prime. It has freaking a whole cast of people I cannot name, one of which is Patrick freaking Stewart is in the film, as is Gabriel Byrne as Uther Pendragon. And when Uther Pendragon wants to sleep with Arthur's mama, he turns into damn Egwene and goes and has sex with her. And guess what Merlin said to make him change? And then here I am going, wow, that's incredible. I love this movie. I love the music. I love everything. 20-something years later, I got to hear the Undertaker going, and now get that. Hey, stop trying to resell me shit I already bought. I ain't playing with you. I know what you did. How long have I been sitting on that for 20 years? Sorry, man. I know what they did, man.
Feel good. Get that out, don't it? Feel good. Get
that out. I've waited 20 years to say this.
Get that out.
I have
just because we
20 years.
Know. It's because we know somehow eventually, maybe one day, that's going to reach the Undertaker's ears. And
yes,
he's going to be like,
I'm pretty sure.
They know.
They know. The Undertaker probably will scare, like he's probably on his iPhone someplace and he's scared to go, oh, well, they got this show called Superplex Party. Let me see what they're talking about. They might be talking about good wrestling. And then he's going to hear this episode.
And
And
then
he's
he
going to go,
hears, "You ain't fooling me. I know
you ain't fooling me. Yeah, I'm not.
That.
Sounded
Oh.
like Denzel Washington. Sound like Denzel Washington at Training Day talking to the people in the neighborhood. King Kong ain't got shit on me. I'm sitting there going, I know what you were saying came from John Borman's Excalibur. And he's going to be like, stupid
Vince.
son of a bitch.
Said Vince.
Vince.
Onion
He
Hole.
knows.
He knows.
And you can't, like, I can go back and watch old Raws because they're all on Peacock. I can go back and watch old Raws where he was crucifying him. And I can hear that. And I'll be like, you son of a bitch. And I know Undertaker be like, son of a bitch, he figured it out. Like, 20, I've been waiting over 20 years to say this. Okay? I don't know when I think the Ministry of Darkness was big in like 98, 99. I have been waiting over 20 years to say this. Over 20 years to tell The Undertaker or Mark Calloway and Vince McMahon and Kevin Dunn and anybody else that was involved in that, you sons of bitches, I know what you did. You're not fooling anybody, B. You can't resell me some shit. I already watched. It would be different if I didn't like the film. If I didn't like the film, I could see y'all getting away with it. I really didn't like it. I love John Borman's Excalibur. I will watch. Dog, if I sit there, if I walk in a room and go, oh shit, is that John Borman's Excalibur? Doop. And I'm done for the next 2 hours. Like, I'm watching the whole damn thing. Whole thing. So you can't fool me. Can't fool me, man. But seriously, Tony, if you don't hire Scott D'Amore, I'm gonna hide your glasses. Tony, you don't look like the sort of person that walks around with contact lenses on you. I will steal every pair of your glasses, and then I will rub them between my ass cheeks and give them back to you. That way you are guaranteed pink eye. Guaranteed. Because you're going to get the up close and personal ass cheek juice. I'm guaranteeing to fuck up your left eye. You're going to be walking around going, that was a tremendous, and I will do it right before All In, right before you leave for Wembley. I will do it. I will fart on, I will literally be the baggage claim guy at the airport on your private jet. I will get your bags. I will open them up. I will take all of your underwear. All of it. I will take every single stitch of your damn underwear, right? And you will be in London free balling. You're going to have to buy them, and that's okay because you have money. But you're going to be one chafed son of a bitch on that damn jet. I promise you this. You're going to go back to try to wash your nuts, and you're going to be chafed because there is no more underwear. I will take every single one of all of your underwear and every one of your right shoes. And then I will sell them some bitches on eBay. And I will say authentic Tony Khan sweat on these underwear. And I will sell them for about $100 a piece. So if you're walking around here with 10 pairs of underwear, buddy, I'm gonna make $1,000 off your ass. And you're gonna be a chafed son bitch on that jet. It's a long trip from Tallahassee, Florida to freaking London, England. You're gonna be chafed. You ain't gonna want to move. And I'll take your baby powder. That way you can't rub it between your legs while you're chafed. If you don't hire Scott D'Amore, man, there's gonna be some problems. It's gonna be some problems. Listen, there's gonna be some issues. There's gonna be some consequences and repercussions if Scott D'Amore is not hired by AEW this time next year. Let me find out that Scott D'Amore is free of his non-compete clause and still unemployed a day after. I'm giving you 24 hours, bro. As soon as you hear Scott D'Amore can now be hired by any wrestling company, and if Paul Triple H Levesque swoops in to get Scott freaking D'Amore, and your dumbass is over there offering us freaking jerk Jack Perry, Jamaican jerk Jack Perry. That's 4 J's there for you. If I have to see Jamaican jerk Jack Perry and Scott D'Amore ain't got a job this time next year, I promise you, Tony, you're gonna go to Wembley one more time, and you're gonna have the chafedest balls you ever had in your life. Your whatever jeans you're wearing are gonna make your balls look like sandpaper. They're gonna rub up on them through the whole freaking trip. I will steal your underwear, shave half of your fucking hair and your face, and I will make damn sure You go to Wembley Stadium looking like a jackass you are. Hire Scott Demore, man. Sick of this.
Damn.
Why does he hate us angry? Why doesn't he love us? We love him. We give him money. You watch. I watch the clips. I know where they are. I go on YouTube. But if I have to watch another man get stabbed in the face with a pair of scissors only to find out he almost got shish kebabbed, Tony. That's a 7-hour jet trip. You want 7 hours being chafed? You want your nuts to feel like they are infected? Tony, I will hire a masseuse to shave all the hair off your legs. I will hire a masseuse to shave all the hair off your legs. And then you will have to put on pants. And it's going to be irritable. Because I'm going to make sure when they shave it, they leave just enough stubble to irritate the dog shit out of you. Tony, the levels I will go to just so that you hire that freaking Scott Demore. I'm telling you, man. All I do is sit around and do shit. I am the Mads Mikkelsen, Hannibal Lecter of doing stupid shit. And I promise you, Tony, I promise you, if Scott Demore is unemployed one day after that non-compete is done, and you haven't even called him or even reached out, I will shave all the hair off your legs right before you have a 8-hour flight to, like, I don't know, Japan. And it will be the most irritable 8 hours of your entire... Tony, have you ever shaved all the hair off your legs and then wore pants? Angry, have you ever shaved all the hair off of your legs and then wore pants? I have. And then I walked home in blue jeans in May in Kansas City. I cursed everyone. I cursed the man who created hair. I cursed the Wrangler Company. I cursed the Wrangler Company as a staff, a record label, and a crew. I cursed my mother for making me have hair on my legs. I cursed my father for his genetics, that I have male pattern baldness, but I have so much hair on my legs. I cursed him. It's his fault. I cursed Levi Strauss, and I was wearing a pair of Wranglers. I cursed Levi Strauss. I said, damn you and your blue jeans. My hair of the stubble on my legs hurts. Tony, I will hire a woman. She's going to be very attractive. She's going to offer you a massage, because I know you get them. I know you do. While you massage, she's going to drop, like a Mickey in your drink. I will have her shave every ounce of body hair you have. And then I will watch as you put your clothes on and try to walk out. You're going to think it's cold. And it's Florida. Why is it so cold? Because you have no body hair. And you are walking around here in a pair of jeans and shoes. I'll shave your hair knuckles on your toes. I will shave the hair knuckles on your toes.
Thomas.
If Scott Demore,
look at Thomas. You say that.
Why does he hate us?
Look here,
Tony. Why does he?
You saying that?
Angry.
Like
why
this.
does he hate us?
Hold up. You saying that like this? Okay. What if he already gets his body shaved?
Then I will put itching powder in his clothes. If Scott Demore is unemployed one day after that non-compete clause goes into effect, like the day after that, I'm giving Tony exactly 24 hours. So if that non-compete clause ends September 1st at 9 a.m., by September 2nd at 9 a.m., Scott Demore better be the head booker of AEW. And this is 2025. I have a long memory. And unless I'm dead, if that man isn't your booker, Tony, I promise you, I will fish the boogers out of your nose and put them someplace. Tony, I promise you, listen, I will cut your eyelids off and feed you nothing but sleeping pills. I will cut your kneecaps off, make you lean in a staircase full of piss. I am on my Tikal Method Man bring the pain. Okay.
Okay, I
Listen.
think Tony,
Listen,
Tony.
hold on.
I think
I'm on Charlie Murphy.
so hold up.
I'm on Charlie Murphy.
We got
Club. No.
we got another segment. We got another segment.
No,
Put their respect on their name. We got to put some respect on their name.
yes, Tony. I will Charlie Murphy you. I will cut your eyelids off and just keep taking your picture with the flash. See me blinking, Tony? Tony, I'll do it. I don't want to play no more. I'm sick of you. I don't know why you hate us. But right now, I will cut your damn eyelids off. If Scott D'Amore is not your next book, I will cut your freaking eyelids off, and I will get a Polaroid camera, and I will just keep taking your picture. And I will blink the whole time because your eyes are going to dry out like dates. They're going to be prunes when I'm done. But put some respect on their name.
Who's your pick for put some respect on their name this week?
I gotta go with the perennial favorite all the time. Oba damn Femi. Nope. No,
because we already did Obafemi.
No. Yes.
I get it.
Person
respect
whose
on his name, but
listen, the person whose name needs to get more respect on it is Bo freaking Dallas. Bo Dallas. I don't know how this Wyatt Sick thing is going to. And I don't care. He finally got his hands on Chad Gable, baby. And he said to him, there you are. First off, we got to get rid of them fake ass dreads. I know they're attached to the mask, but y'all got to do something. Them shits look straight out of like. Them dreads was not good. The dress was horrible. And angry, you saw him. Act like I'm making this. Why did his dreads look like wheat?
Okay, man.
His dreads look like Jamaican wheat. Like he did to Sister Abigail flawlessly, I might add. But them dreads was not dreading. Them shits look like they look like Joe Bob, the Predator from Predator 2, the lazy son of a bitch.
Yeah.
Them dreads was not dreading.
It
was not good.
Nah. That's not.
But you got to put.
But I put You gotta give. I give you that one. Put some respect on his name.
Put some respect on that man name. Put it on it. Who's yours?
Oh man. Put some respect on their name.
Yes.
I honestly said the young OG Javon Evans.
Ooh.
Put some respect on his name.
That boy good. That boy good.
Said that young man's the future. That young man.
The future.
Look here. Once that young man he gets a belt around his waist, and he gets that confidence.
Javon Evans.
He gets that championship confidence. Yeah, put some respect on his name.
Here's one just out of the blue because I talked about it earlier. Whoever that woman was in that Bane mask, we got to put some respect on her name because freaking, I know, again, Britt Baker was prepared for it, but she's like the white Jade Cargill. That's what I'm going to start calling her. I'm going to start calling her White Gill. I don't know what her damn name is. It's White Gill. From now on. So, damn it, we going to put some respect on White Gill's name. I don't know why the hell you were wearing that Bane mask, though. You got to, like, I get it. Mercedes Monet is your boss or whatever. You're the bodyguard or something. Right. Come on, man. Don't do that. Like, Camille, that's
Camille.
it. Thank you.
Put some respect on her name. You got to get her name right.
I got to get her name right, but I'm going to start calling her Camille Cargill. Camille Gill. I can't call her Cargill because Jay's already taken, but Camille Gill. I just don't know why you're wearing a Bane mask. That threw me off. I was not. Listen, I'm looking at stuff from San Diego Comic-Con, and I see this fake ass fight between Britt Baker and freaking Mercedes Monet.
Oh, I thought you were about to say Karashida.
Hold on, and then by the way, Tony Storm is an ass. Why she pick up a chick? Nobody coming for you. Swerve Strickland. Y'all see Swerve? Swerve got up and like, man,
said, all right, I'm done. I'm done.
Listen, I'm putting some respect on Camille Gill's name. I listen. I got her right. I got her first name right, so nobody can say I've disrespected her. Put some respect on Camille Gill, but she ain't got to come out that game match. That's unnecessary.
I say put some respect on Kalani Jordan. Put some respect on her name. Her and Lola Vice. Put some respect on their names.
Listen. Man, look, them girls was fighting. Them girls was fighting.
Yeah.
One more. Put some respect on. I'm trying to think. We haven't done Jacob Fatu yet.
No, we have not. We talked about. We talked about the Samoan werewolf, but we ain't put no respect on her name yet.
We have to put some respect on the Samoan werewolf's name because Jacob Fatu is scary. Jacob Fatu is the reason I don't think Roman Reigns is ready.
And outside of the ring, he may be one of the nicest guys you will ever meet.
Yes. He's a nice guy.
And he may be one of the nicest, friendliest, and one of the best guys you will ever meet in your entire life.
Still one of the scariest dudes.
He's still one of the scariest people you'll ever meet too.
That's a scary. So, I'm saying this quietly so that he don't come to the house. I mean, he would Samoan splash my dogs, and I really don't want that. So, give with some respect on the name of Jacob Fatu, aka Samoan.
Put some respect on his name.
Some respect on his name. All right, your last one, bro.
Oh man. You know, put some respect on his name. Mr. Le Chateau. JD McDonough.
Listen, JD has grown on me like his head keeps continuing to grow. He has grown on me. I like JD McDonough.
He is good. He does not get the credit he deserves. He is really good.
He really doesn't. Remember when they didn't want him in the Judgment Day, and then they finally let him? Like he is Judgment Day life. You know, anybody. This is the way I look at the Judgment Day. Anybody was on the stage when Damian Priest won the world title is Judgment Day. Anybody that wasn't on there, you got to work. Like I even laughed a little bit at R-Truth holding up tag team belts. You ain't even in the. You're not even in the damn crew.
Yeah. No.
You know what I mean? Like, what are you doing? Yep, you just got kicked off.
We got kicked off for harassing and bullying.
Who are we harassing? We're giving. You know what?
We're giving them respect.
We're giving out respect. I'm pretty sure it's probably because I've been harassing and bullying Tony Khan this entire episode, but that's okay because we're going to end it anyway. Ladies and gentlemen, this has been Superplex Party on GCPR and streaming on YouTube and TikTok for as long as they'll allow us, punk ass miashes. I am one half of your World Tag Team Champions of Talking Wrestling Smack, Thomas the Villain Bishop, and my tag team partner.
Say his name, and I'm out of here.
We believed in angry. Ladies and gentlemen, 1, 2, 3, match is over. Go do something.
Home. You ain't got to go home.
Go home.
You ain't got to go home.